Well, hello there, humans of the internet and potential aliens. Um, I'm Crispy Goatee Child. Sorry for the glare, holy shit. Um, I finished a sketchbook recently, and I just kind of wanted somebody to see it out there, or actually kind of wanted to also catalog this for my own sake, just because I kind of throw away a lot of my art. But um, I'm currently recording this on a stack of maybe 30 books, a candle, some tape, and other contraptions in order just to even see this, so please ignore the book. But I just kind of wanted somebody to kind of walk through what I may have created, or have created if nobody else did. But in the past year, this started in June of 2020, and let's begin. As always, I usually begin my sketchbook with a intro to maybe like the watercolors, and this is when I first originally got POSCA. The little gleam I use is a workable fixative, and I'll put any supplies that I may have used into the actual little caption thingy below, whatever it's called. You know, a lot of fan arts in here. This was when I originally was like, oh yeah, Ben 10 existed. I kind of had a crush on him for most of my entire childhood. Um, and there were some ideas through here that I kind of threw around, like cicadas. This was before the cicada swarm. Some vent art. This one, I think this was inspired by James Gurney. He was a beautiful, or is a beautiful gouache and watercolorist. He does a bunch of plein air paintings. This was when he was primarily focusing on real life. Not the dinosaurs, but the dinosaur stuff is amazing. But this was kind of inspired also by some of the cool stuff in Nazca. This was when I had my little POSCA. No, actually, no. This was when I got my POSCA. Or should I use my POSCA more? This was when even though I use this here, this is when I got my little Pentel Brush pens, which I adore. A little bit of a breakdown, but ignore the little thingy-majiggies. So, this was in my art class. This was when it first resumed. This was Hell I Hate Werther's. But it was for a little project, and I decided, oh yeah, let's use a little French thingy. This was just a bunch of sketches I kind of had to throw away together. And then I had to do a tier 2 version, or, whatever. A secondary version. I will personally throttle the creators of Werther's original. Funny enough, the official Instagram account of Werther's actually liked this picture. I posted this on my Instagram, and I'll link my Instagram down below. He isn't goth. Or no, he is goth. Whatever. Another little thingy. Actually, wait, you guys can't really see this very well, but these are a lot of little cicada drawings. If you see random equations, I use my sketchbook a little bit like a scrapbook, and I kind of use it like a journal. This was another piece I had to do for my art class. I actually really like this. I have no idea how I did that. This was my boyfriend's eye. This was when we had our first date, I think. Yeah. A lot of poses. As you can tell, I'm depressed. A lot more sketches for that art class. That's a little Ray from Neon Genesis Evangelion. I was a massive fan. I still am, but Jesus Christ, I would not stop drawing her. This was a chiaroscuro I had to do for my class, and then I also had to do a still life, which on the day I did this one, there was a random cat that just kind of plopped over. This was my first time even doing a plein air, and became friends with him. Very great. This became a painting that I submitted for Scholastic, and I think it only got an honorable mention, which kind of sucks, but yeah. It was a Pentel brush pen with Microns, I believe. Actually, no, this was when I had my little Copic liners, but not gonna lie, not a big fan of them. This probably was one of my favorite sketches, and this is when I was first learning about 5 points perspective. This was also all done in Pentel. This was a dried out Pentel that I had, And I still have it, but it was very, very crusty, so I just actually had to dilute it a little bit with water. And this was for my final that I was planning out. And I originally, like, I had to just topple through, like, on the previous page you saw a lot of little doodly doodles. But this was me brainstorming through it for any potentials. This was in the midst of my Attack on Titan, and I also had to plan out a little poster for my boyfriend's school. This was also in the midst of Bernie Sanders. All this was just my psychology notes, or, you know, not notes. This was a doodle of a tattoo. This was another fortress I have. Also, my boyfriend left a little note at the house, or actually, no, I think that might have been Gabi. Either way, whatever. Boyfriend, sister. Friday Night Funk, a little more Ben 10. Yeah, so, little disclaimer, this is not Nazi stuff. I don't like Nazis. This is a character from Attack on Titan for anybody who doesn't want spoilers. Somebody that shows up in the future. They do wear an red armband. I swear they're not Nazi, though. And there's a lot more fan art. This was from Monster High, when it was kind of started trying again. I might do this painting soon. This is Ray and Asuka on this entire page. Very cute, very cute. I think this is supposed to be Gumi. That's another Ray and Asuka. Bunch of cuties. A little Mikasa as a baby. More watercolors. Also, my favorite character in Attack on Titan, if anybody is interested, which nobody is, but it's Erwin Smith, so I had to doodle him out. Some NSFW sketches. I kind of decided, it'd be really good if I, what I was saying? Either way, I was trying to figure out how to actually do a lot of anatomy, so decided, hey, let's use a lot of Reddit. This one looks a lot like Hanji, which terrifies me. A little more Asuka, a little more of the new Attack on Titan characters, a little bit of Stoodles. This is part in the sketchbook where everything gets a lot messier. Little pun I had to do for my psychology class. More doodles. This is the part where I had to start doing little... By this time I'm already finished with my classes, with my art class at least. And I decided to take on those little 15-second challenges, so if anyone's interested, I take 15 seconds out and had to do little doodles and try to capture poses. This one was a bunch of animals. This one's a little gorilla, and I really like this one. Little gerbil thing. No, guinea pig. Whatever. Feet. As you can tell, I'm not a foot fetishist because I physically cannot draw a single foot. Oh, this was an Attack on Titan ended. Spoiler warnings, probably. Ooh, little Mikasa, or big Mikasa. A few of my favorite characters from Attack on Titan. Doodles. I was going to make this into a painting. There's a lot of Ben 10 kind of thrown around, but soon to be a lot more Ben 10. A lot of Batazoids. More Attack on Titan, the Warhammer Titan especially. If I ever don't know what to put something, I will always doodle a Reshiram because it used to be my favorite Pokemon. It still kind of is, but more Attack on Titan fan art. This is when I started to recapture my love for watercolors. For the longest time, I kind of stopped with it. I don't really know why though, but there's just a lot of little doodles. He's a handsome one. This was when Resident Evil 8 first came out, so I was like, oh my god, need to doodle some stuff. This was just a random thing. Turtle. Kind of reminds me from Legend of Korra. Can't really see this, but I have a painting I'm actually working on right now of this one. Little happy divorce. Oh, I don't know why it's not. There it goes. There it focuses. Little froggy. And new character again. Attack on Titan characters. and somebody that kind of looks like Ray from Neon Genesis. Some more doodles. Found out baby faces are very fun to draw. Or at least little children's faces, just because they're little plumpy, cute little babies. This was a fun time. So this is when I was watching Markiplier's playthrough of everything, and I had a dream the next night of this weird mecha thing, and I don't know why, but it was called the Archbishop, and I really wanted to draw it. Didn't work out too well. Kind of looks like a Genesect, if I'm honest, but that was cool. I definitely want to start working on more of my dream projects. This is my first Reddit post, actually, for art, and I never posted before, and got like 200 upvotes, and I'm very happy about it. I'm currently rewatching Ben 10 Alien Force, and I'm going through the entire series. This was a study that I flopped. There was just too many shapes and colors, and I only finished this like 2 days ago, or no, this was yesterday. And I just couldn't handle it. This little swamp fire from Ben 10, and yep, that's it. It's a little sketchy, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Ignore my little stuffy voice from being sick, but I hope everybody enjoyed what I had to offer, and hopefully you'll come back for a secondary.